Are you ready to witness the transformative power of personal struggle and triumph? We're diving deep into a journey where financial despair gives birth to unwavering determination and unshakable success. Imagine hitting rock bottom, with a mere $11.42 in your account, your child's need driving home the severity of your plight. Think about feeling broke, facing hardships, and finding the grit to proclaim, "Never again." Now, imagine not just promising change, but hurling yourself towards it, regardless of the personal upheavals it may bring. This, my friends, is the essence of metamorphosis. Turning a dire situation around is no small feat. This story isn't just about scrambling to survive. It's about a conscious decision to shed past failures, to unshackle oneself from the person you've been and to sprint towards the person you're meant to be. But why do so many falter? It's simple, really. It's frightening to loosen our grip on the familiar, even if it's what's holding us back. We often chant, "This is just who I am," as a battle cry against change. If that's working out for you, fantastic. But what if it's not? What if that very refrain is the barrier keeping you from genuine fulfillment? This story is about recognizing when it's time to focus on your personal growth, even if it feels selfish, even if it means stepping through life's thresholds alone. Many fear abandoning the familiar, worried they're betraying their roots by embracing the unknown. Yet, think about this: if you optimize yourself first, imagine how much more you can offer to those you stepped away from to grow. The caveat? That growth comes with its share of judgment and hardship. You become a pioneer, a nomad venturing into territories that may seem alien to your loved ones. But the reward? It's your freedom. You see, pursuing growth means sometimes facing disapproval. We all crave validation, and platforms like Facebook echo that desire for acceptance. But what if I told you that the first and most crucial like you need is the one you give yourself? Before you check your notifications for external validation, ask yourself, do I approve of the person I was today? Life calls for disruption for the sake of our dreams. We aren't meant to shove our deepest aspirations into the back of our minds as we hustle through the day fulfilling someone else's vision. No, that's not the essence of our human spirit. Your undying essence doesn't brood over past failures or heartaches. It's ever looking forward, asking, what's next? Here's a critical truth: your mind is wired for safety, but your spirit yearns to soar. It's a constant tug of war between cerebral caution and the yearning of your soul. Life hovers at the edge of comfort and risk, and that's where you need to decide. Will you retreat or will you leap? It's not about being foolhardy. It's about knowing that whether you soar, land softly, or crash, you have the resilience to rise. Mull over this: isn't it scarier to live an entire life without ever having experienced true flight, without letting the world witness the full spectrum of your potential? This isn't about acquiring fame or recognition. It's about not leaving this world silenced, without ever having let your true self emerge. Let me share something with you. You don't need to be extraordinary to achieve extraordinary things. Each day, it's about making that one decision that nudges you closer to exceptional. Life's not about who you are, it's about who you're becoming. And if you're missing some piece, some crucial bit of knowledge or skill, the world is your oyster. It's not about where you come from, it's about where you're willing to go. Your education, background, or perceived limitations are not defining factors. It's about how you manage imperfections. Waiting for the perfect moment is a myth. It's an antithesis to progress, a deterrent that keeps you from stepping into the arena. If I've learned anything, it's that your narrative isn't a fortress confining you. It's fuel propelling you forward. The same person who once relied on government aid is now one of America's top earners, not because of some preordained destiny, but because of the conscious choice to keep running, even when breathless. Now, I'd like to take a quick moment to invite you to subscribe to this channel. If you want to be a part of this journey, to leap and learn to soar, hit subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. By doing so, you're not just supporting the channel, you're taking a step towards your transformation. In life, it's tempting to shrink away, to dim your light, to placate others. But why should you? Instead, live in the duality of your imperfections and your strengths. Serve them up to the world with no apologies. Whether they choose to accept, reject, judge, or adore, let them. Ultimately, it's about whether you give yourself permission to shine at your brightest, regardless of whether it blinds or illuminates the room. It's time to be bold, to journey into uncharted terrains, to say what you've never dared, and by doing so, to become the person you've always known deep down you are meant to be. So, as we wrap up, I challenge you. What steps from this tale of transformation will you implement in your life? The path has been laid, the blueprint drawn, it's your time to build. Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that amidst the darkest tunnels there is a light, a beacon calling you towards a future filled with laughter, love, and contentment? Watching this video might just be the key. For those of you fighting battles hidden from the world, enduring struggles no one seems to understand, it pains me deeply to know the adversity you face. Life's unfairness can be crushing, but despite the shadows, there exists a flicker of hope, a distant yet attainable happiness waiting for you. Imagine reclaiming those moments when your heart felt light, when the simple act of breathing wasn't weighted with dread. Picture yourself in the not-so-distant future, basking in genuine joy. Treasures like this are within your grasp. This trial you're slogging through, this rock lodged in your boot, it's harsh, it's relentless, but it's temporary. It's preparing you for what lies ahead. Look, I'm not promising overnight miracles. Wounds take time to heal, and that's okay. All I'm advocating for is that next step, a small shift forward into a space where hope anchors firmly. The sun will rise again, and so will you. Remember, understanding yourself is the first stride in a marathon of success. Cast away comparisons and critiques from others. They're unwelcome guests at a party thrown in your honor. My own journey, riddled with poverty, domestic turmoil, and yet a dream that burned brighter than the darkest nights, tells a tale. It's a testament to resilience, a product of refusing to let go of that vision, that mission which ignites your spirit. Our toughest periods are nothing but engines propelling us forward, despite the world chanting otherwise. The reality is stark: people are drowning in despair, unable to spot the runway. But, friends, let me be clear, hope is very much alive. Take a leaf out of my life. The brink of surrender, the cusp of a final, crushing defeat, I found life's splendor waiting with open arms. I want those of you stuck in your own personal Groundhog Day to know there's a brilliant tomorrow if you just hold on. As an Olympian, I've learned that life's hurdles, metaphorical and literal, demand more than what we think we have. As a new parent thrice over, every comeback demanded reinvention. When life upends the board and scatters your pieces, patience, strategy, and a dogged determination are your only gambit. How to bounce back gracefully, you ask? It's about honoring each step, no matter how small. Postpartum, my strength wavered, but my resolve did not. The journey back to the peak is slow, methodical. It's about relishing the climb, not just the summit. Here's my twist on hindsight. It equips you, schools you for the next onslaught. So employ that wisdom, preempt the pitfalls, and savor the victories that come from a relentless pursuit of excellence. If I had a chance to counsel my younger, more anxious self, I'd advocate for less worry, more living. Embrace family, friendship, and the beauty of giving. Retrospect isn't just about what ifs, it's a how-to guide for future triumphs. Rid yourself of needless stress. Life, it turns out, has a knack for unfolding just right. Take this to heart. Excuses are little more than patches sewn onto the fabric of failure. Nurture your hidden strengths: work ethic, discipline, courage. There comes a point when you must choose to break destructive cycles and forge a noble path. Trust me, that illumination comes from a sound mind, a healthy body, and a spirited soul. During this tumultuous period where humanity faces unprecedented trials, we witness clearer than ever the plights of domestic strife and societal inequities. The pandemic, though a scourge, spotlights these inequalities and emphasizes the need for personal fortification. So, my story, peppered with Olympic dreams and personal nightmares, brings forth hard-earned wisdom, a treasure chest I feel compelled to share. It's through these divulged experiences, these exchanged tales of survival, we can ignite that latent spark of hope in others. Don't lose sight of the empowering narrative, gentlemen. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Seize these tools we personify today and unlock the life you're meant to lead. But before we conclude this powerful discourse, I invite you to recalibrate your perspective. Allow this message to marinate beyond the screen. Ask yourself, what transformative steps will you embed into the fabric of your daily life? Gentlemen, this is Max Sterling. May your journey through this intricate tapestry of existence be painted with strokes of fierce determination, boundless hope, and defiant ambition. Until next time, stay strong and live your legacy.